Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1 Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go.
Gervonta Tank Davis says that the Lomachenko fight will happen, but at the right time. So let me tell you guys, why I'm frustrated with that statement and why it's acceptable and why I accept it at the same time. We back. Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. In addition to that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1 Boxing to get you 18% off their natural products, no matter the markdown, discount, promo that they run. You still get that 18% off, I assure you. They got natural products, all natural products, lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, the whole nine. Head over to thehealthblaze.com, website and promo code in the description. And go cop something, man. But, yeah, I'm going to read some quotes from Tank Davis, and I'm going to give you my synopsis on it. It said why it's frustrating, and at the same time, why, I accept it. Okay, he said it's frustrating sometimes, said Davis, who stopped Hugo Ruiz in the first round Saturday night at, basically StubHub Center, Carson, California. And I don't want to keep saying his name because people on social media say I keep saying Lomachenko's name, but it's because they say he's ranked high with only 12 fights, and me and him fought the same opponents. They just praise him so much. And I fought Jose Pedraza, and I don't want to say I just smoked Pedraza because it wasn't that. I had a good performance, but he was tough. I remember hitting him with some shots that I thought he would go down from, but he didn't go down. That was a quote that he made. It's another quote that he made here, and I'll link this article from Boxing in the description. He said, I think, he said, basically, well, him and Lomachenko were fighting. And Tanks, I think so, Davis said. I think it's going to happen. As for when, well, that'll depend on when Davis' handlers, advisor Al Haymon, and Floyd Mayweather said it's going to happen. We only like to read the quotes here, but he said, me and Floyd, we actually talk about it. Davis said, even me and Al talk about it, but it's about making it at the right time. Everything don't happen overnight. We know Al and Bob, they did business together before, but it's be hard making fights with them too. But I'm just a student of the game. I have a great team, and I'm following their lead. And then he goes on another quote and says, it's the last paragraph of the article. That's why I listen to my team, because it wasn't just him making those decisions like that. David said, I had to have been a team around him, telling him, because he's a fighter, so he probably felt the same way. We can fight. I know I could beat him, but right now ain't the good time. And someone was over him to tell him it's not a good time. So that's exactly why I listened to my team. So he was referring to Lomachenko and his team around him. All right, I'm going to tell you why I'm disgusted with that, but why I accept the timing. Now, like Floyd is really projecting what his career was about when he was Money Mayweather, okay? And one thing his career was really about was timing. Floyd's career was about timing, okay? A lot of people feel like Floyd, when he became Money Mayweather, he fought guys at the right time. And Floyd felt like he was able to pick his career because a lot of dudes deprived him of star status with Top Rank. It was Morales and Barrera made it hard to fight. He didn't get a chance to fight Prince Nassim Hamed. He didn't get an opportunity to fight Joel Casamoyorga. Didn't want to smoke. Shane Mosley said he got a toothache. So just them 4 or 5 fights I named right there could have took Floyd to another level. And, Casazu didn't want to fight him. He had to settle for a Turgati. So a lot of them dudes that Floyd could have got to upper echelon level faster, he felt the pain of pretty much being blackballed out. Similar to what Errol Spence, some people think Errol Spence was going through, Keith Thurman was going through, Jamal Charlo went through. So a lot of these things, if you know boxing history, it's happened before, and what happened to Floyd. And Floyd's whole thing was like, okay, when I get in a position of power, I'm going to make these dudes wait too. Everything that I had to endure coming up, I'm going to make all these niggas endure what I had coming up. And pretty much, a lot of people didn't know that, because a lot of people don't know history of boxing. A lot of these dudes are like 2010 and 2012 boxing fans. They just got into boxing. I'm a lifelong boxing fan, from Mike Tyson in the 90s all the way through, I've been watching boxing, so I can always kind of go back to that point in period and remember some of the stuff that Roy Jones and his father endured, where, you know, Roy Jones' father took real super, like Deontay Wilder baby steps in Roy Jones' career. And Roy Jones should have been a gold medalist. He got robbed in his career. People forget that. Roy Jones took super baby steps with his dad. He had to get rid of his dad, and then, you know, he really took off in, you know, the way he was supposed to, okay? But people don't remember that. People just thought Wilder just took his time, and, you know, everybody not going to be on the fast track. You know what I'm saying? You know, Roy Jones took baby steps, and he had, like, some of the greatest ability coming out of amateurs I've ever seen. But to kind of segue into the Gervonta Tank Davis thing, I'm upset at him because, you know, for one, and I call a spade a spade. My whole thing with Big Baby Miller, it's cool, you know, to take your time, you being a career kickboxer, and get better, but don't be talking shit like you want to smoke with everybody and have an opinion on everybody in the division, but you really don't have no seniority. You really ain't putting no work in. You really don't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? You on the outside looking in. You not in the room with the killers and the cat pillars. You know, you on the outside looking in. You a young dude watching the gangsters and watching the mobsters, watching the pros moves like pros moves. Okay? You're not synonymous with the cat pillars and the killers of the division. That's not you. You know, you just fought your first undefeated opponent in Dino and nobody even know who he was. Same thing for Gervonta Tank Davis. You shouldn't have an opinion on what a pound-for-pound fighter in Terrence Crawford is doing. You shouldn't have an opinion on what Deontay Wilder fight like. Your opinion is invalid. You not in the same room with them. You at the little niggas table. You eating at the kids table. You know, you eating hot dog, you know, and beans and whatever else they serving, while the grown folks eating ribs, they eating the steaks, they eating the shish kebabs, they eating the chicken. You at the little nigga table, man. But if you want to be a big dog, there's no more safety. There's no more training wheels on it. There's no more, you know, training wheels on your bike no more. If you want to be a big dog, you want to have an opinion. You want to say Lomachenko not that good only because he got 12 fights. Well, guess what? If you're going to talk it like you walk it, or you're going to walk it like you talk it, well, you need to go fight that man. It ain't about the right time no more. Because you putting your foot in your mouth. If you don't say nothing, you know, if you don't say nothing, you just play your position and just continue to build up. People understand, okay, he only 23, 24 years old. You know, he going to continue to work his way up. Look at Santa Cruz. He get a pass for ducking. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? He not boastful. He not all in the camera. He don't have an opinion on Gary Russell. He ain't tweeting about Gary Russell. He ain't tweeting about nobody else that he ain't about to fight. He lay low. He fight. He do his media obligations. He's very nice, very cordial. Pronunciate all his words. It's not an issue. But when you out there and you very opinionated and you saying you the best and you hear harder than Wilder and Wilder fought like a time girl and Terrence Crawford this and Terrence Crawford that, and Lomachenko ain't that good, then people gonna say, okay, if he ain't that good, why the fuck you don't fight him? You know what I'm saying? If Gervonta Tank Davis just shut the fuck up, and excuse my language, and just, you know, just play his part and go with the plan, then it'd be good. But when you out here speaking on somebody's name that you scared to fight, you know, or you don't want to fight, then that's when the problem come in. That's when the backlash come in. You know? That's when it come in, when you get to run your mouth. You know, you can't run your mouth like that. But, you know, that's my problem with it. Okay? That he's so opinionated on him. You talk on him, but you know it can't happen. You don't run your own career. Mayweather, Al Heyman, and Leonard Ellaby run your career. You know, and that's just what the situation is. So that's what people get frustrated at Tank, because Tank opened his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like the dudes in boxing that shouldn't be opening their mouth do. And the guys that should be opening their mouth more, like Terrence Crawford, like Errol Spence, like Jared Hurd, and the list goes on. The guys that should be running their mouth, Gary Russell, they don't run their mouth. It's like a backwards world where Broner and Tank running their mouth. But the reason I deem it acceptable for him not fighting Lomachenko right now, and why I accept it and why I don't go in on Tank like that, or I try not to, is simply because there's no other pressure putting on Canelo Alvarez. It's him giving an exception. Jamal Charlo they did a video of Fight Hype the other day of Jamal Charlo after the club, and he was talking junk about fighting Canelo and talking junk about Danny Jacobs. They had like 157 thumb downs and 77 likes. You know what I'm saying? But he just want to fight the best. And the best don't want to fight him, for whatever reason that may be. Okay? But, like I said before, there's no pressure on Canelo. Canelo get a pass from his fans and a lot of fans in the sport when it comes to Jamal Charlo. Leo Santa Cruz got a pass for years for not fighting Regan Dial and not fighting Gary Russell. he get a pass. You know what I'm saying? But when other guys like Adonis Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, certain guys don't get that pass. So everybody want to say, oh, Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, need to fight Lomachenko. That need to happen now. And yeah, I think he can beat Lomachenko, especially if he fight better opposition. But all I'm saying is, where's the push from the other fighters that's not on the coincidental list? Where's the push for Leo Santa Cruz to fight Gary Russell? Why is it accepted that he should duck Gary Russell, maybe fight Gamboa, then move up to 130? Why? Why he don't have to fight Gary Russell? Why Abner Morrison want to fight Gary Russell and Reagan Dow? Why did Scott Quibb want to fight Reagan Dial? Why didn't Carl Frampton, you know, pretty much want to fight Josh Warrington and not fight Reagan Dial and Gary Russell? Why don't they still want to fight Reagan Dow? Why did Josh Warrington call out Oscar Valdez and Carl Frampton, but never called out Gary Russell's name? Come on, that's what you got to ask yourself. So I can go ahead and say what I want to say and have my own opinion. Obviously, it's my page. My whole thing is the reason I deem this cool for Tank, because where's the pressure at these other fighters that need to fight the best out there that's not fighting the best out there? Where's the push for Jose Ramirez to fight his mandatory and Regis Prograis? Where's that push? Why is he trying to go to 147 so quick and so fast before Regis Prograis get out the World Boxing Super Series tournament, which he could be getting out very soon, and pull out? So he know Regis pulling out. He know he want to get that. He don't want to get rid of that belt and go fight a year or two worth of bums at 147 with Top Rank, and then eventually be a sacrificial lamb to Terrence Crawford. So before we address Gervonta Tank Davis, who is way younger than a lot of these dudes, he's younger than Jose Ramirez, who's 26 years old. You know, he's younger than Leo Santa Cruz. Before we get to the youngest in the division, let's get to some of these veterans that ducking. Jared Hurd, man, he could have made that Charlo fight happen before Charlo got to Tony Harrison. He didn't. So he lost out on that fight. You know, Danny Jacobs, you know, he could have been fought Jamal Charlo last April. They fought a week apart. He chose not to. He chose to save himself for L, you know, and sell his belt to Canelo Alvarez. Before we get to somebody as young as Gervonta Tank Davis and rush him against Lomachenko, it was no rush for some of these other fighters to get in there with some of these other dudes, man. These older fighters, they've been ducking their rivals for 2-3 years. Look at Luis Ortiz. Even though he had his downfall with the failed ped test, the one he got popped for, the one that was throughout not too long ago. You know, but why isn't it required that Dillian White step up and fight him? They keep saying his name. Joe Joyce said his name. You know, AJ don't want to fight him. So at the end of the day, it's a long list of fighters who have belts, who's more accomplished, who have multiple belts, that we could talk about and say, hey, man, why didn't they fight Charlo? Or why didn't they fight Luis Ortiz? Or why didn't they fight the Charlo Jamal at middleweight? You know, it's a long list of dudes, man. Why Errol Spence ain't trying to go negotiate with Top Rank for the Terrence Crawford fight? Why Terrence Crawford, you know, ain't trying to see what PBC are paying? Why is it about coming to ESPN? You know what I'm saying? Why Jose Ramirez gonna wait to fight Regis Prograis or fight Josh Taylor? You know, and we could keep going on and on. You know, so we could talk about Gervonta Tank Davis all we want to, but it's a lot of fighters that's ducking their rivals and been ducking opposition for way longer. Way longer. We talking years and years and damn near decades of ducking the best competition, opposition, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I give him a pass, because it's a lot more veteran fighters, older and more pro experience, that haven't really fought the elite competition in the fights we want to fight. So it's a long list before I get to Gervonta Tank Davis. I understand it. I understand that they want to age Gervonta Tank Davis out. They age Triple G out. They're trying to age Jamal Charlo out. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to age Terrence Crawford out. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to wait for Regis Prograis to lose so their mandatory go away. They age Regan Dial out. So why is it a problem when a young fighter like Gervonta Tank Davis just play the odds to age Lomachenko out? Why is it a problem? Why should he rush because of Lomachenko, when it's shown over and over again that boxing has continued to try to age black fighters out? Why should he rush? He shouldn't rush. So that's why I accept it. And on my part, it's acceptable ducking, because they done it to us for time and time again. You know, they forced Andre Ward, and even though, you know, I ain't really going for him, I never been a huge Andre Ward fan. It's just something about him I never liked, even before all this shit started. So I never really liked him like that, you know. But, you know, they waited till Andre Ward pretty much retired for 2 years and had a knee injury and forced him to fight Kovalev. And when his contract was up with HBO, they didn't re him up. That's one of the reasons he didn't come back to the sport of boxing. He was a network free agent. But they sure kept Kovalev fighting on HBO, right? You know, so it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. And they can say whatever they want to say by the time they fight when Tank stop them. Oh, Lomachenko old and this and that and Tank fought what he owed, but shit, they aged us out. Canelo waited till Floyd was older. You know what I'm saying? They waited till Stevenson got old, even though he was cherry picking though. You know what I'm saying? They waiting for Crawford to get old. So they do it to us all the time. All the time. So it don't matter. It ain't no fun when a brother got the gun. It ain't no fun. So that's what they need to understand. And then, you know, Floyd knows exactly what he's doing to Gervonta Tank Davis to close it out. He know he treating it like the Money Mayweather career. Maximizing his financial potential. Maximizing it, making as much money, and make more money for him just as it make more money for Gervonta Tank Davis. They moving his career like he was Money Mayweather. They waiting for, they being opportunists. He trying to get that boy as much money as he can and also put more money in his pocket. You know, that boy don't have no say-so over his career, Gervonta Tank Davis. Floyd and Leonard Ellaby and Al Heyman had a say-so over his career. And Floyd making him look bad, yeah, but Floyd telling him, no, don't listen to the press clippers because after you beat Lomachenko, it's going to be another enemy and another dude that can take you out. They're going to keep creating fighters to keep you relevant and keep saying this guy can beat you, that guy can beat you. So it don't matter. Move at your own pace. Canelo found that out. No matter when you beat one boogeyman, it's another boogeyman. Over the course of Floyd's career, it was the same thing, and Floyd is just giving the game to Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the game that's been given. But Tank Davis can't stay off social media, so it's going to eat at him. All the trolls and the fans say, you can't beat Lomachenko. You can't fuck with him. You know, that's what they'll keep saying. So it's going to keep bothering him. And at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. Money don't make you real. You know, we shouldn't care about the financials, what they doing. We want to see the best fight the best. If I had it right now, would I want to see Tank fight Lomachenko today? Yeah. Or tomorrow? Yeah. But I understand it. Because black people are always being asked to be the bigger man or be apologetic or be above the cause. But when it comes to us, to Canelo Charlo, oh man, you know, we gotta play the backseat position. Now that Tank is in the driver's seat, I'm glad that Gervonta Tank Davis is aging out Lomachenko because it happened to us too many times. Too many times it happened to us that we on the shit end of business. And then we get our opportunity to milk this shit and do what Floyd did and do what Gervonta Tank Davis did. When I'm just looking at it, just to understand it from that aspect, I'm glad, man. You know, do it for Gary Russell. Do it for Rick and Dial. Do it for Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Do it for them dudes, man. Do it for all them dudes that endured the struggle. No, do it for all them dudes that endured the struggle, man. You know what I'm saying? Make this Ukrainian dude, you know, feel it, bro. Age his ass out. And if he just so happen to retire without fighting you, so be it. It'll be another one. You know, it'll be another one. But that's all they do to us. You know? So they, you know, they want to ask Gervonta Tank Davis to do some shit that they want to tell Canelo, or they want to tell Leo Santa Cruz, or they want to tell some of these other fighters to do. That ain't right. But now it's a problem that the brother's in the driver's seat, and he got Mayweather behind him, and you know, he doing with his way. He making all them niggas feel the pain. So if Lomachenko so much the A side, tell him to get the Madison Square Garden Theater room. Tell him to go to Vegas and put some asses in the seats. Tell him to go down to Texas, put some asses in the seats. Tell him to go to the Barclays Center, get in the big room, Madison Square Garden, and fill it up. He can't. He needs Gervonta Tank Davis just as much. Well, he needs Gervonta Tank Davis more than Tank Davis need him. Ain't no celebrities, Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham coming up for no Lomachenko fight. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure to subscribe button, bell icon button, won't miss the video. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter, got a Facebook group, or you can reach out to the email if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship. All in the links in the description. Don't forget the Hellblaze at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Box get you 18% off their all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste. Head over to thehellblaze.com website and promo code in the description. Keep looking out for us. We got plenty boxing lists, NFL, NBA, middleweight, heavyweight, MMA boxing lists. Keep checking us out, man. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. In addition to that,